Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, I'm Ada-uju. It's been a long time I filmed the video, and guys, I can explain, but before I go into the explanation, I'm going to show you how to make a rejuvenating mask to help smoothen your skin, to help fade acne scars, and to help brighten your skin, because you guys know my acne made a massive comeback and I was pinching and pinching my face and it left all this scar. In fact, my pores became larger and very visible. But I've been using this mask for over 4 weeks now. It has helped to shrink the pores, it has helped to brighten my face, and it has also helped to fade the acne scars. So you want to find out how to make a rejuvenating mask? Keep watching, okay? Keep watching.
So to start the mask, in a plate, put 1 spoon of unsweetened cocoa powder. You want to use unsweetened cocoa powder. You don't want to use the sweetened one. Then you add a spoon of turmeric. Then you add apple cider vinegar. You can see I've almost used up this bottle. You also add a spoon of apple cider vinegar. If you don't have apple cider vinegar, you can use warm water, okay? But apple cider vinegar really helps. Sometimes I use both apple cider vinegar and warm water, depending on how much, like how liquidy I want the mask to come out. So you add a spoon of apple cider vinegar, then you add your honey. For the honey, I just kind of eyeball it. I don't really have a specific measurement. I kind of eyeball it, and when I'm done adding the honey, the next thing I go about to do is to mix the marks into each other. So you guys know that turmeric is a brightening agent. It helps to brighten the skin. It also have like antifungal and antibacterial properties. Cocoa helps to smoothen the skin and rejuvenate the skin. Apple cider vinegar helps with hyperpigmentation. It also helps to brighten the skin and helps to fade acne scar. Honey helps to smoothen the skin as well as fading acne scars, and it has some antibacterial properties. So this whole goodness in a mask will help tighten your pores and rejuvenate your skin, okay?
After mixing the mask, like I said, you're going to let it sit for about 1 minute so that all the active principles of the mask, will come out, and we're ready to apply this goodness on our face. And I'm starting on a freshly washed face, okay guys? I'm starting on a freshly washed face, and you want to wash your face with warm water. If you see me looking somehow, just looking this way, just know that my mirror is that way. Now there's something that has been on my mind. I just want this video to be like chit chat. I don't just want to be talking about okay, mask. Yeah, I'm on a journey to a perfect skin and a perfect life, and I also want to talk about things that things that are very, very close to my heart, things I'm passionate about. So I took a break from this channel. That was because I had a lot of work on my hands and it was just overwhelming at the time, and I had to take a break, and I'm back and more content will be coming up, okay guys? Now there's something that has been on my mind. I've said this like 2 times now. I just noticed that a lot of African mothers train up the girl child for marriage and nothing more. I don't know how to explain this without people contradicting or getting me wrong, but a lot of African mothers train up the girl child. When you're growing up, if you wash your plate and you have like leftover soap on the plate, they'll tell you, is this what you want to do in your husband's house? If you cook and it's not sweet, they'll tell you this is what you're going to cook in your husband's house. And all the years of living with your parents, growing up, they train you up for marriage. But marriage is a very beautiful thing. It's a wonderful thing. I love love. I love marriage. But then there are other things, you understand? And it really worries me that in this day and age, we are not talking about other things that the African woman needs, because there are a lot of things. Like nobody talks about financial freedom. Nobody talks about finding the right career, the right path, because sometimes when you graduate and you graduate, you get your BSc, sometimes you just realize that is not what you want to do. That is not the path you want to follow. So people are not really talking about how to get your finances right, how to reach your financial goals, how to start a side business. Sometimes even when African mothers are sending you to school, they're like, oh, we are sending you to school because we don't want a man to take you anyhow. We want when you get to your husband's house, you'll be well respected. And I'm like, it's good. But the idea shouldn't be all about marriage. Women should be trained, women should be taught to be whole for themselves. Because the reason why we have a high rate of, the reason why we have a high rate of divorce, a high rate of broken marriages is because a lot of women are taught a lot of things. Okay, do this, your husband will respect you. Do this, your husband will love you. And they are brought up that way. And they get into marriage with the mindset that, oh, I have learned this, this, and this. When I get into the marriage, the man should be able to do this for me because I have done, I know how to cook, I know how to keep a home. And the truth is, it is not like cooking and keeping a home are not things that save a marriage. They definitely save a marriage, but there is more. There are a lot of Facebook groups. They are talking about how to, serve your husband well, which is good. But I need to see more Facebook groups that they will talk about, how to find your path, how to grow your career. Because the truth is, a lot of us that are entrepreneurs, we suffer a lot, especially when we don't have like mentors to look up to, especially with this new age of businesses where everything is digital. We don't have those. And what I just see everybody doing is they're inviting me to this WhatsApp group on how to be a better wife or how to be a better girlfriend. I know this Max here is not making me look serious, but just try and listen, okay? Try and take me serious. They're saying how to be a better wife, how to be a better girlfriend. And women are suffering in marriages. A lot of women are having financial issues that they don't know how to settle because they've not been taught. You've been taught all your life about marriage, but the one thing you need to sustain that marriage, love is there to sustain a marriage. You also need finances. You are not taught that. So you see a lot of women that have businesses, okay? They were working class ladies before they got married. By the time they get married, they cannot, they have financial crisis because maybe they had to pull out of that job because as mothers, you have to sacrifice a lot for your children. You might be working a 9 to 5. In Nigeria, it's not necessarily a 9 to 5. In Nigeria, sometimes it's a 6 to 10 p.m. Okay? And when you get married, you can't continue that career. Now you have to look for another, career, another job. And you'll be having issues, and you see a lot of women having financial issues, and you see some people tell them that, oh, when you get money, your husband respects you. I'm not saying that is not the case, but our mothers need to educate us better. Our African mothers, when you are training a girl, okay, you need to, sometimes even when they are teaching you a craft, they'll tell you, yeah, you need to learn it so that your husband will not take you anyhow. Can we just train a girl child without mentioning the word man? Because somehow, when they say emancipation for women, women are being tied down, you realize that women are being tied down by other women through their thoughts, their actions, and what they are being taught. Okay? Mothers should do better. I don't know how to say this again, but African mothers should do better. Please, educate your girl child about marriage, educate them about love, educate them about finances, talk to them about, sometimes I just believe that sometimes we've gotten it all wrong, but we have to change it in our generation. Girls need to be told, they need to be taught, okay, how to make valuable investment, how to make profitable investment, how to start a business, how to grow a business alongside having your home, how to balance those things up. Girls need to be taught, how to relate with their children, because truth be told, a lot of African mothers cannot talk about sex with their children. They cannot talk about relationship with their children. These are more critical things that we should talk about than just, oh, you have to learn how to cook well for your husband. I'm not saying marriage is not important. Marriage is very, very important, but we should just do better. I would love to see groups where they talk about financial empowerment, okay? Where they talk about scaling up your business in this digital age. I want to see support groups where women are growing their businesses and they are killing it, okay? They are growing their businesses and they are crushing it, not killing it, and they are crushing it, okay? They are meeting their financial goals, they are meeting their love goals, their family goals, they are raising children, they are happy, they are hitting their fitness goals. I would like to see all that, ladies and gentlemen. I would love to see all that. It really bothers me because we are just so obsessed with marriage in Africa, especially for women. Mothers teach girls to be so obsessed with marriage that sometimes some people are more focused, on getting married than actually living their life. So you see an 18-year-old girl and she's like, oh, she has to finish school fast so that at 21 she can get married before 30, she will have all her kids This guy is not even thinking about, oh, by 30 I should have a business that would grow and I will live for my children and create an empire or build an empire. They are not thinking about that. All they are thinking about is marriage, marriage, marriage. And it bothers me, sincerely, it bothers me. And I really want us to talk in the comment section. What do you think? Like, how better do you think Africa? Because what a lot of our African mothers, this is what they were taught by their own mothers, and it's something that is really difficult to break. But we in this day and age, we know that, okay, these are the challenges we face, and this is something we can do better. Okay, we can do better. African mothers, we can do better. I'm not a mom yet, but we can do better, because if you keep telling a child that, okay, you have to do this because of marriage, what if the marriage now fails? That is why a lot of women feel like failures. And let me tell you, it is very heartbreaking when your marriage fails, or your a failed relationship is enough headache. Talk more of a failed marriage. Now imagine when this girl has been built from when she was a child to an adult just for marriage, and probably she chose the wrong spouse, or the wrong spouse chose her, and things didn't work out. She would just feel like a total failure. So please, I don't know how to say this anymore. Let us do better with educating our female children. It goes beyond marriage. There's more to life, okay? There's more to marriage. There are finances, there's communication. You know, sometimes they'll just tell you, oh, just respect your husband and the marriage will go well. You can respect your husband, but if you're not communicating with that man, you will have problems. You will have a lot of problems. If you don't know how to, you know, there's just a lot. I just feel like there's just a lot, and they're just touching only on marriage, okay? So this is what has been on my mind, and I just want to talk to you guys about this. I'm going to let this mask sit for about 5 minutes, and I'm going to wash it off, and I am going to be back, okay? So I've washed my face with cold water. You always want to do this with cold water. You start off with warm water, then you finish off the mask with cold water. Next thing I'm going to quickly do is to apply my body moisturizer. This is the St. Ives Soothing Oatmeal and Shea Butter Body Lotion. I use this for my body and my face. Like, I don't have a special face cream. This is what I use for all my body, and it works well for me. One thing I love about this mask is, even though my face feels super oily, the moment I'm done applying the mask, it just takes away all the oil, and my face feels clean, smooth, and it just looks like I've scraped out something from the under. It just looks like I've scraped out something from under my skin, okay? So you always want to follow up with a body lotion, your face cream, whatever you use for your face. You always want to follow up with a moisturizer, because if you do a face mask and it strips off all the oil and all those things you don't need on your face, and you don't follow up with a moisturizer, the face will produce more oil, and more oil means more acne. So this is how to make a rejuvenating mask. Still on the matter, same thing I was talking about. Guys, just tell me what you feel about this subject I just talked about. Our African mothers, they are really doing a good job when it comes to, you know, raising and preparing a woman for marriage, because of course a lot of us want to get married, but I still feel they can do better. Okay, talk about finances, not just talk about finances because you want to get married, but I want our African mothers to be intentional about growing ladies, as in grooming ladies to be whole for themselves, to be financially independent for themselves, to be educated for themselves first before marriage. Okay, if you enjoyed this video, please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. If you're watching from Facebook, don't forget to like my page on Facebook at Ada-uju. If you're watching from YouTube, don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button as well. Do come back for more videos, and I'll see you in my next. Bye.